what God cannot do does not exist.
Girl, it's your season. What are you doing? If not you, then who? Girl, get out your head. It is your time to shine, baby. Take what you want. Go out there acting weak in the knees. Let's go.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Winifred Dokubo, and today I'm laughing. Today I have my cousin with me. This is Favor. Okay, so Favor is the Lausanne president. Proud sister movement, of course. Favor is also a law student in River State University. So welcome, Favor.
Thank you for having me.
So today we're going to be talking about law practice, general like law knowledge, being a law student, and eventually like scaling from being a law student to becoming like a proper lawyer in a Nigerian society. So Favor, what particularly would you say inspired you to become a lawyer?
Personally, I'll say right from when I was young, I've always said I want to become a lawyer. For no particular reason, actually. But as I grew, I started understanding a lot of things. And I feel like I have this compassion in my heart towards people. So I feel like, okay, when I get into law, I'll stand up for them, especially those that cannot afford the whole legal fee. Like, I just want to stand up for the less privileged people more. That's what I would say really like drew my attention to loving the law and actually studying it.
So generally, with your vision that you have for the law practice, from what I can get, you want to help like people who are poor. You want to do a lot of pro bono. And so it brings me now to this question. People usually say lawyers are poor. Do you think Nigerian lawyers are poor?
I feel like it depends on where you practice and what you do. One of my mentors will always say that there are a lot of jobs out there, but it all depends on you, the lawyer, how diligent and how meticulous you are. Because when you're very meticulous and people see you're good, you'll be the ones rejecting jobs. So I don't think lawyers are poor, but considering the number of persons that are being called to the bar every single year, like over thousands of, we have so many firms, but they don't have so many entries for these people, and not all firms are really making that much money. Do you understand? So I feel out of 100%, you see like 20% making it.
Making it, exactly.
Yes.
I agree. I quite agree. What way do you think Nigerian lawyers can scale and actually make money?
I've actually realized that what they teach us in school there's a whole difference between what we learned in school and actual practice. Although I'm not started practicing, but I can tell from little internship experiences that if they should start going into this new aspect of law like IP, even tax law has money, ADR, all those branches, rather than focusing on the criminal, civil cases, all these other things.
As Lausanne president, what initiatives have you been able to do for your people? What are the things you were not able to achieve that you thought you could use your position to achieve?
Let me start by the first question. What I've done so far. I have organized 2 online mentorship webinar. And the purpose of that is so that we'll be prepared for the academic semester, and also because one was at the beginning of the semester, then the other was like halfway through the semester.
Okay. So
it's just to ensure that the students are equipped. I collaborated with one pageantry team to do a health symposium. Okay. So we brought speakers, we did free tests, and we shared mosquito nets. There are annual things they ought to do, like the Lausanne dinner, Lausanne week, year-one reception. Besides that, I didn't work alone though. Also, we sponsored some students' school fees, like scholarship grants.
Generally speaking, coming from the same house that you come from, the same family, and we knowing like what our house growing up is like, how were you able to like form a personality for your own self in a way that you can aspire to positions that your predecessors did not aspire for?
If I should look at our family and what I'm doing, I'll say there are two opposite ends.
Because definitely two opposite ends.
Because my family, they are more
conservative.
They don't have so many friends.
Yes,
they are
more
not
a very social, outward like
family. I found myself in school. I never even planned this leadership stuff. As time went on, my passion from year one, I started teaching people. That one actually came from a point of pain. Okay. I used to feel bad that we will come to class, some people will not come to class, and not because it's their fault, maybe because they're trying to hustle and all that. So I felt like, okay, I can bridge that by teaching them. So I did that for about 3 years before I became Lausanne president. So becoming Lausanne president, I could not like balance, so I had to like tell some people to help out, and other people that started doing tutorials. From there, I noticed that I had good leadership qualities. And my family, what I really appreciate them for is that they have actually accepted the fact that this is how she is, this is what she wants to do, and they are really, really supporting me.
Okay. Was there any single point in time inside? Was it like a one-time decision, or it was something that you allowed just happen, the decision to be this public person? Because as far as I'm concerned, you're like a public figure, right? In your own space. So was there like a perception, okay, this year I'm going to be more out there, I'm going to be more proactive with like life and being this big law babe, or it was just something that happened over time?
When I entered school, I knew that this whole popularity thing was something that I had in secondary school. I didn't want any of what I'm seeing today. I didn't even expect it. I didn't even think of it for a moment. Everything just happened.
As someone who has a lot of like awards and things that they've recognized your efforts, like somebody who is starting life, how can a person get to that point of achievement where they have like awards of recognition from like several departments, even from their own department as well? How did you scale to that point?
Everybody has different paths, and I believe that the sky is big enough to accommodate as many persons as possible. I would say just keep doing what you love doing. You might think that people are not watching you, you might think that they are not recognizing your effort, but one day, definitely, just keep doing what you're doing, like whatever good thing that you're doing.
As someone who has a leadership position and is still in school, how are you able to manage your aspirations, being Lausanne president, being like a public figure in school? I see that you post on YouTube, you have your own channel where you give people like motivation for the semester. How are you able to keep up? And then also with your Lausanne class fund, you're also like a mama, class fund mama there too. And then I also noticed that you go to visit like dignitaries, you do like courtesy visits to like dignitaries and important people in the state. How are you able to like manage being in all these different fairs? And then you also have like your business that you're trying to like start up. So how are you able to like function in all of these areas and then still be present with your family?
Just be intentional and also plan. Sometimes I purposely tell myself that no, I have to like play with my siblings. I don't want to be that elder sister that will not be present in their life. Academics, luckily I have friends that are always checking up on me, so I'll call them accountability partners. Then with respect to leadership, while we were in session, you won't see me saying I'm going for courtesy calls and all that, or those days that I have free periods because of elective courses. So those periods I'll use it and do anything Lausanne, planning, organization.
You're one person that's always fascinated me in your own way, and I think this is the first time I'm telling you this, but I find it very fascinating because when you come to Favor's room, she has like these things that she puts on her wall, and just coming to the room without even speaking to her, you can already see that she's a planner. You can already see that she has like a vision, like this big vision of where she wants to be, how she wants it to be. She got into school in like year 1 and she already had written down what she wants her result to. And it has always fascinated me because I was never that type of student. I didn't do badly in school, but I was never like the, prepared before the semester kind of a student. I winged it a lot in school, but I still came out well and I don't regret it. But for her, I can see like she's choosing like a different path, different from how I went to school, and she's finishing from my alma mater. So it's surprising that someone else is doing similar something with me, but then she's not taking the same path with me and it's still working for her. Because most times you advise people to use your own way that has worked, tested and trusted, right? And if I was coming after her, let's assume I was younger than her, I would have been so pressured because she's like taking it now. Okay, this is where you stop. I'm taking it higher. Whoever is going to come after us to be a lawyer in the family now, there's so much pressure. And I'm happy that I'm not coming after her, that I'm really serious about this thing I'm saying, because once you enter her room, she has like Vision 2024. She has like things that she wants to achieve. This is like a funny part, but is it something that you're particularly intentional about following, or you just write it down and then let the year play out? Because that's what I do. I write down my vision for the year and let it play out, and most times it happens according to what I want, but I refuse to have control over how each of those things happen. I just allow it to play and fall into place. Is it something that you're particularly intentional about ticking those goals that you have?
Why I place those things there is because I wanted to serve as a reminder. Something that you didn't expect to happen might just come. I might get carried away, so I put those things there. They serve as a check to me and my ambition, what I want to do. You have to do it. Time is not on your side. It's not like I'm pressuring myself, but just that I feel like I don't have so much time again, considering the age difference between my siblings and myself, and what I feel that okay, at this certain time I should be doing for my family. And
I quite agree with you, Isha, because also coming from me, I'm also quite an ambitious person with regards to the things that I want for myself and with where I want to be personally too. So I quite understand with you when you say that you always feel like time, like you have to move with the flow too. What are the challenges you've had, like in terms of like going according to your vision?
Definitely I faced some challenges, right? For example, I intend to start a business in January 2024. By September, October, like in 2023, I've always said that okay, I'll try to find a business to do that will also fit into my academic calendar and every other. So in January 2024, I already had my capital, I already had what I want to do in mind. But that was the same period I was contesting. And at that point, as an aspirant, January is not the best time for me to start a business. Because it was going to take a lot of my time. So I could not start the business that month. I couldn't even start it in February. I couldn't even start it in March because that was still the whole aluta. So in fact, the whole being Lausanne president has taken a huge part of my life. So I'll say leadership is not even something that is so easy, right? So, but however it turned out, I'm glad. So that has been that I would say was a challenge, right? So time, I struggle with consistency.
What's the easiest part about your life? You put on the five of them, the 5 areas of your life on the same like plate. Let's say you have serving God, you have your family, you have school, you have your business, and you have being a leader and being a public figure, one that other students in the same faculty with you would look up to. Which of them comes the easiest to you?
No one is easy.
What's a good day to you?
A good day to me is when I relax. A typical good day to me is maybe when I do something, I achieve something that I've anticipated or I've always wanted to do. And I'll say, for example, getting to see the Attorney General of Rivers State. Luckily, it was in December I saw him. So the joy I had in my mind, like, oh, what God cannot do does not exist, that kind of thing. Like, I like all those kind of things. When it was difficult, then I finally do it. Those things used to give me joy. It used to make my day very good. Then other days when I'm not doing anything, or maybe I have something to do, but I can just shift them, like clear the whole day and say, today I just want to rest and watch a movie, then make bread with a tea.
I also agree with you, Isha, because like a good day for me too would also be a day that I take a break, because most of my life is spent at work. And like personally now, I'm also in law practice too, but I've left like the litigation aspect of law practice and I'm focused now more on like the corporate side. And I work with a real estate firm, so I still do like the drafting of deeds, drafting of agreements. I still chase CFO in Ministry of Housing, and so for me a good day for me would be a day that I actually get to take a break away from like the usual stuff, no work at all, no work call. I feel like every person should be allowed to take a break, because you can't always be chasing the bag or be on the grind, because that hustle culture is terrible. You have to rest. I also agree with you. I also taking a break for me too would also be like focusing on my YouTube channel, because my YouTube channel is something I've been chasing for a really long time, which is why you should subscribe now.
Yes,
subscribe, because we've been doing this for a really long time. But for me, I quite enjoy it, which is why I'm still doing it up till now. So yes, that was me sharing my time with my sister. Bye guys. Thank you.
Bye guys. Subscribe.
I'll bring another video soon.
I'll comment, share with your friends.
We're going to bring another video soon. So anticipate.
Yes, anticipate.
Bye.
Bye.